Hi, we're going to show you how to set up your user interface for the Riddle app. So to start with, we're going to go to Thunkable and we're going to click Login. And my computer should log me in automatically to my Google account. To create a new project, we're going to click Create New App. I'm just going to call this one Riddle Me This and hit Create. Now our Riddle app is going to consist of some labels and buttons. So let's start with first we're adding a label here, drag it to the middle, and we're going to name this label here our Riddle label. Then we're going to add another label, just drag it here to the middle, and I'm going to rearrange this, that way my Riddle label is always on top. So there we go. And I'm going to call this label my answer label. It's always a good idea to name your labels, that way you know what they're programming. Next, we're going to add a column. Drag that over here. There we go. And I'm going to have to rearrange that, put that there, make sure my riddle's on top. Then we're going to add some buttons. So we're going to add 3 buttons, or 4 buttons. But you're basically just add our buttons by dragging them over. And since these buttons pretty much do the same thing, I don't need to rename them. And let's go ahead and let's change our text for our first label. So I'm going to go Riddle Me This. And then we can change this one here to some question marks. There we go. Now each label can have some different properties, and so we can make the font size bigger. Let's go 30, see how big that is. That's good. And then let's change our answer label to like 25. There we go. I can click on screen 1 and we can change some properties of screen 1. Let's make it like kind of blue. If I want it light blue, I can just kind of change this and put it right where I want it. That works well. Okay. Then I'm going to click the column, and where it says width, right now the option is fill contents or fill container. I'm going to change this to fill contents, and then we're going to do the same thing for height. We're going to fill the contents. There we go. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some spacing between my buttons. So I'm going to click on button 4, that's the one that's on the top. I'm going to scroll down to where it says, I believe it says padding. So I'm going to give it 10 pixels. Nope, that's not right. Guess it's going to be margin. Let's give it 10 pixels there. Click on button 3. Let's give that 10 pixels. Oh, I did padding again. Definitely want to make sure we do margin for this. 10 pixels. Button 2. 10 pixels. Oh, that was 100. 10 pixels. There we go. So that works. And that's the user interface for our app.